Howdy, my name is Lindsay Cockrum and I am a graduate assistant in the Office of New Student Programs. I am also a recent graduate of the University of Missouri School of Journalism. So the University of Missouri was founded in 1839 in Columbia, Missouri. It is the oldest institution of higher education west of the Mississippi River, and it's home to more than 33,000 students, including 25,000 undergraduate students. It's a land-grant institution and also is only one of 6 universities that have a law school, a med school, and a vet school. It's also home to the world's first journalism school, which is now consistently ranked among the top 2 journalism programs for undergraduate students. The Missouri Tigers play on Faurot Field, where students are encouraged to deck themselves out in black and gold. Faurot Field is known for its large white rock M on the north end of the end zone, where freshmen will paint it the first Saturday before classes each year. Similarly to Texas A&M, Mizzou is losing its biggest rivalry against Kansas Jayhawks due to conference realignment. The MUKU rivalry dates back to the Civil War, where a group of Missourians went on over to Lawrence, Kansas and raided and burned down the town over slavery rights. Some of the biggest traditions at Mizzou are homecoming, tiger prowl, and tiger walk. Homecoming is a month-long tradition at Mizzou. We claim to have founded it, although schools like Baylor and the University of Illinois will claim that they founded it. So during the month of October, various events will go on throughout the month, including food drive, one of the world's largest blood drives, residence hall barbecues, skit competitions, as well as on the day of the homecoming game, a citywide parade that weaves through the campus and downtown Columbia. 2 other traditions of Mizzou include Tiger Walk and Tiger Prowl. Tiger Walk is a tradition for our freshman students. The Sunday before classes begin in the fall, thousands of freshman students will gather on the north side of the quad and run through the iconic Francis Quadrangle columns towards the university, symbolizing their entrance into the university. Upon graduation, seniors will gather on the south side of the quad and run through the columns towards the community, symbolizing their entrance into the global community, and that is known as Tiger Prowl. Lastly, the common greeting that you will hear at Mizzou is MIZ, which the proper response to that is ZOU. So during football games, students will sit on the student side and after a touchdown yell MIZ, to which the alumni on the other side of the field respond ZOU. This is also a common greeting you'll hear during game day around town, or even if you're in Texas and you see someone wearing a Mizzou shirt, you can greet them with an MIZ and they'll be sure to respond with a ZOU. So all of that to say, Gig 'em Aggies and MIZ.
Hi, my name is Scott Hilligoss. I work at Texas A&M Army ROTC. Mississippi State University is the agricultural and mechanical college of the state of Mississippi. It is a land and sea grant institution located in Oktibbeha County, Mississippi. Mississippi State was founded in 1862 and has grown to over 20,000 students. Their mascot is the Bulldogs. The cowbell has remained the most resounding symbol of tradition at Mississippi State University. Fans bring the cowbells to games to show their Bulldog spirit when their team has scored at an athletic event. Mississippi State University is similar to Texas A&M in 2 distinct ways. Before taking on the Bulldog as their mascot, they were also known as the Aggies, and their school colors are maroon and white. The Bulldogs are represented by a live mascot standing on the sidelines. The Bulldog is named Bully. The school's fight song is Hail State, which is played at by the famous Maroon Band. Basically, Mississippi State University is very similar to Texas A&M, just on a smaller scale, smaller college field. Gig 'em Ags, go Bulldogs!
Howdy, my name is Emily Ivey. I work in the Office of New Student Programs, Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2004, as well as the Carolina Gamecock class of 2007, where I got my master's in higher education. The University of South Carolina is located in Columbia, South Carolina, which is also the state capital. That's great for us because we feel like there's an opportunity for everyone to have a little bit of something to do because the city is large enough, but it's not so large that it's overwhelming. The institution was founded in 1801, but classes didn't start until 1805, so depending on who you ask, we celebrated 200 years either in 2001 or 2005. The University of South Carolina mascot is the Gamecock. Similar to the Aggies, we have a disdain for the color orange, as our rival is Clemson University. So one unique tradition that South Carolina has is that before the big rivalry football game, there's an event called Tiger Burn. Some engineering students on campus build a really large, I mean we're talking very large, tiger out of paper mache and wood and other items that would burn easily. So we have a big pep rally and we burn the tiger before the big annual football game. Since I'm talking about football, I'll go ahead and tell you about the unique traditions that we have at South Carolina. A couple of things that you might want to know is the football team enters to the music 2001: A Space Odyssey. And so kind of similar to the Aggie War Hymn, those first couple notes really get the crowd fired up and excited about the football game later on. Another unique aspect is the football stadium is actually 2 miles off campus located near the state fairgrounds. So it's kind of unique in that it's not right there in the center of campus, and I appreciate that about A&M. And another unique aspect is they have what are called cockabooses. And these are old train cabooses which have been converted into places for people to tailgate. They're literally 30 feet from the entrance to the stadium, so it's a real fun atmosphere, but they do cost a lot of money to get, so maybe one day, we'll see. A couple things that I'd like to mention. First of all, us Aggies are gonna have to get used to the phrase, "Go Cox." Sometimes that can be a little awkward for people, but in South Carolina, it's just completely normal. So yes, we say "Go Gamecocks," but often you'll hear the word "Go Cox," so please don't let that scare you away. Another really unique aspect, I think, if we're talking about Division of Student Affairs and Higher Education aspect, is the University of South Carolina is home to the National Resource Center for the first year experience and students in transition. So that's also where our University 101 program is founded, which is a very important aspect to the college education for students at South Carolina, and it's a first year seminar program. So it's housed at the University of South Carolina. That's really where first year seminars got their start. And we've seen our first year seminars on our campus, and actually about 80% of students, first year students at South Carolina, participate in the University 101 program. Giga Maggies and Go Cox!
I'm LJ Moore, working with the offices of the Dean of Student Life with Student Conduct Services. I am a proud alum of the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. I got my undergraduate degree as well as my master's degree in higher education administration. Tuscaloosa, Alabama is where the university is located. It was founded in 1831. We have rich traditions there as well. Most notably, 14 national championships in football. Something to be proud of there. 22 SEC championships as well. Our university also ranks nationally with National Merit Scholars. We have Fulbright Scholars, Rhodes Scholars. So academic excellence is something that the university is proud of as well. I will say that the most distinguishing attribute of the University of Alabama is probably the administration. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm actually in student affairs. Having those morals and values instilled in me from my mentors there as well as the administration is something that helped propel me into the career of student affairs. And also made me want to look for an institution that had some of those same qualities and values as well. I will say that the University of Alabama, we're loyal to our school just as Aggies are loyal to their school. We definitely have great pride, great history. I'll also probably say we're a university of champions, and not just talking about sports. Just recently, last year in April, when we had the tornadoes that hit the city, just how we all came together as one body, one student population, one community, and make things happen. People that weren't together were now together, just to make the community a better place. So definitely a university, a community of champions. Roll Tide, roll! Giga Mags.
Howdy, my name is Erin Ebert and I work with the Department of Residence Life as a community director. I've been here 3 years and I am a proud alumni from the one and only University of Tennessee. Let me tell you a little bit about why I love the University of Tennessee. The University of Tennessee was founded in 1794, making us one of the oldest institutions of higher education in the United States. We have gone through the Civil War and still stood. The Hill is one of the most important parts of the University of Tennessee because we have this amazing tradition called the Salute to the Hill. This is where our campus started as Blount College and still stands today. And every game day you can see the pride of the Southland Marching Band marching down Volunteer Avenue to the hill to pay alma mater and homage to all those who have gone before us, including General Neyland, playing our alma mater. Our fight song is Fight Vols Fight, and of course the state song, Rocky Top. Some things you may not know about the University of Tennessee is that Rocky Top is not our official school song. It was made famous in 1972, and it's actually a song about moonshining, and is played on average 47 times a game. So get to learn it and love it because you'll hear it a lot. Other things about the University of Tennessee. Our colors are orange and white, predominantly because the flowers that were found on the hill are orange and white daisies, and when the school could not come to a consensus about what kind of colors would be our university colors, it seemed only natural to pick colors that were already in our environment. So we ended up with orange and white. Other things about the University of Tennessee. We are the volunteers. That is at the heart of everything we do. We got the name, the Volunteers, by being the volunteer state. We volunteered for the War of 1812, the U.S. Civil War, and also the Mexican-American War. The Mexican-American War was asked to have 24,000 volunteers, and the state of Tennessee proudly provided 30,000 volunteers. So we have a tie here to Texas, and you may even see on game day our very own Tennessean, Davy Crockett, make an appearance or two. The most important thing to know about the University of Tennessee is the pride that we have in our tradition and our values. Like I mentioned earlier about our torchbearer, carrying on these values that were instilled in us on our freshman passing of the torch are things that you can see displayed in our community through our undergraduates, our graduates, and even our faculty and staff. The volunteerism that comes with being a part of the Tennessee family not only permeates our college culture, but also the state as a whole, because we are the volunteer state, and it's something that we hold very near and dear to our hearts. If I had to boil it down to one thing that you as the Division of Student Affairs needed to know about the University of Tennessee, is that we are a loyal team, and we stand by our team no matter how bad the season may be going, how tough things are going. We are a big school that travels, supports our team. We will come to College Station, we will be here, we will be wearing our orange and white, we'll be loud and proud. Our students are devoted and sometimes a little animated, but we love our school just as much as you love A&M, and we are excited to be a part of our community. Go Vols! Giga Maggies!
My name is Courtney McLean. I'm a program advisor in the Department of Multicultural Services, and I am a recent graduate of the University of Georgia, which is located in Athens, Georgia. Athens is a beautiful place. The University of Georgia is one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. Founded in 1785 by the Georgia General Assembly, University of Georgia is a land and sea grant institution that currently enrolls about 35,000 students. The mascot is the dog, and all of our teams are affectionately known as the Dogs. UGA is the state's flagship institution, so much of what happens in the city, in the county, and sometimes even the state in some way involves the university at some level. It's a multi-layered, largely residential student community on campus, and so a lot of student involvement, a lot of activity going on campus, and we're pretty much defined by that high involvement, high activity, because people are right there, right in the mix. UGA strives to be a leader in all things, from athletics, academics, to student involvement and engagement, and so I think the Division of Student Affairs here at A&M should know that both institutions will be able to look to each other for exemplary practice, because UGA does believe, even beyond football, we're striving for excellence in all things. Go Dogs! Sick 'em! All right, Giga Mags.
Howdy Ags, my name is Chris Bedvitas. I'm the aquatic director here at Rec Sports at Texas A&M University. I want to talk to you a little bit about my alma mater. I did my undergraduate work at the University of Kentucky. University of Kentucky is also known as UK. It is a land-grant institution and is located in Lexington, Kentucky. As the highest ranked research school in the state of Kentucky, UK has about 27,000 students. It was founded in 1865, and like Texas A&M, it is an agricultural and mechanical school for Kentucky. Their fans enthusiastically cheer on their mascot, the Wildcats. Kentucky got its name, Wildcats, from a professor who said that the University of Kentucky football team plays like Wildcats. From my own personal point of view, it's their passion, same thing that the Texas A&M has. I mean, they're both passionate about, they're both state schools. You know, we're both in the SEC conference now, so it's great to have both institutions. I loved going to the University of Kentucky as my undergraduate, but I also love working here at Texas A&M. So I think they're both very comparable to each other. They're both major institutions. They're very highly respected in many areas, you know, from athletics to research to everything else. They're very comparable. Other than the size, obviously, Kentucky's only 27,000 students, but as for personnel, as for passion, as for the quality of education and everything else that they put out, they are an absolute asset to SEC, to the member institutions, and also I think they're very comparable to Texas A&M. Gigamags, go Big Blue!
Howdy, my name's Rick Powell. I work in the offices of the Dean of Student Life as the student's attorney. And I graduated from the University of Arkansas, a good SEC school located in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's the flagship university of the University of Arkansas system. And then we have a hog call, Woo Pig Sooie, started in the 1920s. And that's Woo Pig Sooie, Woo Pig Sooie, Woo Pig Sooie, Razorbacks. And that didn't do it justice. I mean, you have to have thousands of people to do it correctly. But the woo is supposed to last for 8 seconds on the woo. But when you go into a big game, basketball, football, that woo could last the whole game. And it'll make your hair stand up on end to hear thousands of fans just a whole game going woo, super loud. They expect a fantastic play every play, so it causes the players to perform at their highest level when the fans are calling the hogs like that. In Arkansas, there's not really any major league basketball, football, or baseball team, and if you no matter if you went to another university in Arkansas, you still support the Razorbacks. You know, so that's the team of the whole state. No matter what university you went to, or if you didn't go to university, or if you moved there from another state, you still support the Razorbacks. And when you cross that border into Arkansas, every fan in the state, everybody is a Razorback fan. So there's no boundaries as long as you're in the state. Every little town, city, everyone is going to be a fan. Well, with one tradition they have is this 5-mile senior walk. Every graduating senior has their name engraved on bricks. And it's been this way since the 1800s. So there's a 5-mile walk of bricks with the graduating senior's name and their class. And when the alumni go back, they'll take a brush and they'll just have to sweep it off because the winters are brutal up there. You just find your brick, sweep it off, clean it up a little bit, get the leaves off. But their name's engraved in this 5-mile walk. You know, and they add to it every year with every class. Woo Pig Sooie! Woo Pig Sooie! Woo Pig Sooie! Razorbacks! Gigamags!
My name is Amy Catlin. I'm a graduate assistant with intramural sports with the Department of Recreational Sports. The combination of rigorous academics and athletic success best defines University of Florida. With its low tuition rates for both in-state and out-of-state students, it is considered to be one of the top value universities in the nation. The Division of Student Affairs at the University of Florida has more than 500 campus organizations and hosts more than 2,000 events a year. The DSA informs students of all these events through Gator Times, which is an email that is sent out weekly to students. The University of Florida is located in Gainesville, Florida, and is home to the beloved Gators. Both Albert and Alberta Gator are prominent symbols throughout campus and at all sporting events. The institution was founded in 1853 and is the fourth largest university in the nation with approximately 50,000 students. On the Friday before each football game in the fall, students are given beat t-shirts, which say beat and then the team name that they play. These students often camp out overnight in order to get these shirts, and they're usually one of the few thousand that can wear them for the home games. Gator Growl is the largest student-run pep rally in the world that students partake in to commemorate the homecoming of their alumni during homecoming weekend. In a way to celebrate diversity in their campus, University of Florida hosts Soul Fest, which is a showcase of outdoor events, concerts, step shows, and performances. All right, thank you. Go Gators, but Giga Mags.
Howdy, I'm Jessica Bowers and I work for the Offices of the Dean of Student Life in Alcohol and Drug Education Programs. Louisiana State University is located in the historic city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The full name is actually Louisiana State University and Agricultural and Mechanical College. However, most people refer to it as LSU. The institution was founded in 1869 and is a land, sea, and space grant institution. The mascot is the tiger, and actually Mike the Tiger lives on campus in a very lush habitat. LSU currently has over 25,000 students. Some of the traditions include kissing at the bell tower. It is a long-standing tradition at LSU. Similar to the Century Tree, this is a place in which couples go to kiss at midnight for good luck and acts as a romantic gesture. LSU Darling is a competition in which one female and one male who is extremely involved with a high level of social standing is chosen to have the honor of presenting the LSU yearbook, the Gumbo, to college. So there's also the Pajama Jam. It is a tradition in which freshmen wear pajamas to the first home football game of the season. This is supported by the student government because they sell pajamas the week prior to school beginning. Free Speech Alley is also a place on the LSU campus where students are able to share their views with other LSU students and can promote whichever cause they are representing. The thing that best defines LSU is it is a flagship Tier 1 university and world-class institution that is rich in history and tradition. From Saturday nights in Death Valley to studying on the Indian mounds, there's a wealth of things to do at LSU. The faculty and staff at LSU really focus on fostering an environment for student success while encouraging students to pursue truth, advance learning, and uphold the highest standards of performance in an academic and social environment. I'm really proud of LSU and all that it stands for, as I am of Texas A&M University. I'm looking forward to seeing the relationship between Texas A&M and the SEC flourish as we move forward in creating a new tradition together. Go Tigers! Giga Mags!
Howdy and War Eagle. My name is Jamil Price and I'll be joining the Division of Student Affairs in May, working in the Department of Student Activities, co-advising Fish Camp. As the first land-grant institution in the South, Auburn University is conveniently located on the plains of Auburn in Alabama. Similar to Texas A&M, Auburn is also an agricultural and mechanical school. The institution was founded in 1856 and has grown to host more than 25,000 students. Our mascot is the Tigers and our battle cry is War Eagle. To get a look at what the Tigers are going to look like on game days in the fall, Auburn hosts A-Day, which is a football scrimmage played in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the 2010 BCS National Champions. A-Day is also a celebration of Auburn's Founders Day. Cater Hall Callouts is a special ceremony held on the back steps of Catherine Cooper Cater Hall. This is a time when student leaders who are chosen for membership in certain campus organizations are announced and revealed to the rest of the student body. After an Auburn victory, fans head to famous Tuner's Corner with rolls of toilet paper. Once there, they join the rest of the Auburn family in rolling the trees. Another famous tradition is Hay Day, a day in which students wear name tags on campus and say hey to each other as they walk to class and around campus. This tradition has helped Auburn uphold the stereotype as one of the friendliest campuses around. War Eagle and Giga Maggies.
Hi, my name is Sparky Reardon. I'm the Dean of Students at the University of Mississippi. This is my 34th year here, and am a graduate of the university, and got 2 of my degrees here. Work with all areas of student life, and have done some historical writing about the university. So, gig 'em and hotty toddy, and welcome to the SEC. Ole Miss is was chartered in 1844 and opened its doors in 1848 and is the flagship institution of the state of Mississippi. University of Mississippi is more affectionately known by people as Ole Miss. Ole Miss was the name given in the early 1900s when there was a contest to name the yearbook, and it was named the Ole Miss, and that became the popular name for the university. I guess it was also in the 1930s when there was a contest to name the sports team. We were once known as the Flood, the Mississippi Flood, and sports writers sponsored a contest, and the name Rebels was chosen. So we've been the Ole Miss Rebels since the 1930s. It's not unusual to go to the Grove on a Saturday football game and see 3 generations of Ole Miss graduates there. And that's one of the beauties for me as the Dean of Students, is to have known grandfathers and fathers and sons and daughters and mothers. And if you come to the Grove on a Saturday of a football game, you're going to find that's a combination of a family reunion, class reunion, picnic, dinner on the grounds, cocktail party, and it's a wonderful experience that we hope that our friends at Texas A&M will take advantage of. We've got lots of famous alums out there. One guy named Eli Manning, who was the MVP of the Super Bowl. His dad, Archie, is a great alum. Movie The Help that just came out was directed by an Ole Miss grad. So there are lots of famous Ole Miss graduates out there of whom we're very proud. Ole Miss is a place that's really a laboratory for leadership. We dwell a lot on the student and who they are as a student when they come in, and we hope that they're going to meet the person that they're going to be 10, 20 years from now, and the things that we do outside of the classroom in student affairs help them along the way in making good choices. Ole Miss is about community and family, nurturing. We are a very, very proud institution, and we would like to share that with our new Aggie friends when they come to campus. And if y'all teach us how to gig 'em, we'll teach you how to hotty toddy.
Good morning. My name is Mark Bandis. I'm Associate Provost and Dean of Students at Vanderbilt University. I was a graduate student at Vanderbilt and have worked here for more than 20 years, so I've spent most of my adult life at this university, and I love it. In 1873, Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt donated $1 million to endow and build Vanderbilt University, with the hope that the gift would contribute to the strengthening of the ties which should exist between all geographical sections of our country. Today, Vanderbilt has surpassed the Commodore's original vision to become an internationally prominent university consisting of 10 schools and more than 120 research centers and institutes. Vanderbilt is blessed to be located in Nashville, Tennessee. We are a small private institution. We have more than 12,000 enrolled students. Of those, 6,800 are undergraduates. We are a residential community. More than 90% of our undergraduates live on our beautiful campus, which, by the way, is a national registered arboretum. All of our 10 schools are situated within the 330-acre contiguous campus. Having the schools in such close proximity to our residential students creates a rich and stimulating learning environment in which our undergraduates regularly cross paths and share meals with our distinguished faculty. This proximity also encourages interdisciplinary engagement and collaboration between students and scholars, which I think results in a lot of cutting-edge research. At Vanderbilt, the job of student affairs is to create a learning environment that supports our students' academic, civic, and social experience. Our students work hard and play hard. They are committed to developing themselves as leaders, scholars, global citizens and community servants. And they like to have fun achieving those goals. Our multifaceted efforts are reflected in the many diverse traditions of Vanderbilt. Let me give you some examples of our traditions. The Commons is an innovative program in which we have created a separate section of the campus to house our first-year students. Another important tradition at Vanderbilt is the Greek tradition. More than 40% of our students are members of Greek organizations. Greek Row is located at the heart of the Vanderbilt campus. Another tradition, we require all of our students to sign an honor code and make a pledge to preserve and promote academic integrity. The Commodore Quake is the concert that kicks off our homecoming weekend. Past performers have included The Morning Jacket, Snoop Dogg, Brad Paisley, and Kanye West. Our mascot is the Commodore, and our colors are black and gold. We are the smallest school in the SEC and the only private school in the SEC. Many people think that puts us at a disadvantage. I disagree. So my words of advice to you are don't underestimate us. We are very much looking forward to meeting you on the playing field. Welcome to the SEC. Gig 'em Ags, go Doors.